Welcome to My Life's Reward. My name is Scott, and I'm going to take you back to my website and show you a resource that I just recently added. My website can be located at mylifesreward.com here, and the resource that I have added is down here under Michigan ATV Trail Reference. It's a spreadsheet that I've put together of all the trails that are in Michigan that are 50-inch or less, and various columns I have that show different aspects of the trail that I've experienced. Notice over here in the right-hand corner, you can bring up the full spreadsheet, or you can just use it here within this embedded window. If we look at the whole spreadsheet, we just click on that, and it's a little bigger, a little nicer to, a little easier to read. The trail is listed in the first column, what peninsula of Michigan is, lower or upper, whether I've ridden it or not, if it has a trailhead, if that trailhead has a restroom, and the trails in Michigan, most of them have plenty of clearance in between trees, but there are some that are a little tight, and I just identify whether or not it has some clearance issues with trees. What the terrain is like, whether there are a small number of hills, medium or large number of hills, the skill level of the trail, at least from my point of view, whether it has a scramble area or not in the trail system, or if there's another play area. If there are some water features around that you might either directly come in contact with or can at least view. Whether the trail has an in-out, and then whether or not there's a loop, or there could be multiple loops. The length of the trail in miles, and the rating that I gave the trail from my point of view, and any notes that I believe are relevant to the trail. If I did a partial ride on a trail, then I'm not rating it until I actually do the full ride of the trail. There's a very good chance that if the trail is ridden, that there's an actual YouTube video out on my channel that shows that trail. This list and assessment of trails is being used by me to help determine my top 5 ATV trails in Michigan for my video that I'm putting out here in 2023 based on my last year of riding. Out on my YouTube channel, there is another video that's from 2022 that shows you the top 5 trails. So I figured if I did all the work here to try to figure out whether or not I like the trail and where it fit relative to the other ones as far as being in the top 5 list, I might as well share with everybody so that they can see it fairly quickly. You can work with the worksheet if you'd like directly by using these headings. So if you want to, let's say you want to look at all of the ratings of excellent, you could sort, let's just say alphabetically, and then you'd have all the excellence grouped together. So we look here all the way to row 10, so we just scroll back over, and you can see my assessment of 2 through 10 is these. You would expect that these trails would be the ones that I would select in my top 5 video. If you want to group them by lower peninsula and upper peninsula, you can do the same thing. And then it would group the lower and the upper together. If you want to only go to the ones that have trailheads, you could do the same thing there. Or if you only want to go to ones that have restrooms, you could do that. Another way you can use this spreadsheet is, let's say you want to just select those trails that have a scramble area. You notice they're sprinkled in throughout here. You can click the scramble area down arrow here, do a select all, and then just select just that green check mark and apply. And it will only bring up those trails that are marked with the scramble area. And then you can do a secondary search. Let's say I only want to go to scramble areas that have trailheads. So then you could do the same thing here, and that would further limit the list. So you could go between any of these columns and do the same thing. For those trails that are listed here that don't have any information, I may have ridden part of it, and that could be identified over here on the right, a partial ride. But I just haven't either taken the time to fill in the blanks, which I will over time, or when I ride it. But I would like to eventually ride all of these just to experience the trail, and then I would fill in this information after that ride. This spreadsheet is live, so as I update the spreadsheet, this will update on the website, so you'll get a real-time assessment of the trails if you access the website at any point in time. I'm glad that I could make this available to you. If you have any questions, please put those in the comments. I'd be happy to answer those questions. And I thank you for coming to this video on my YouTube channel. And until next week, take care.